Lethal Camaro update. Guys, 6th gen video right here, right now. Finally, I apologize it's taken so long. Let's get to it. I know. I've been so focused on the Lethal Classic, but I have not forgotten about my Lethal 6th gen. Guys, there's been a lot going on. There just has. Obviously, COVID-19 has put a lot of dampers on a lot of things for a lot of people. And I'm not trying to make an excuse here, but there's just a lot of things that got put on the wayside. And there was some opportunity for me in regards to the gentleman helping me with the Lethal Classic that I had to take advantage of. So yes, I've been very focused on the Lethal Classic. If you guys don't know about my 71 Camaro, you can check out the playlist. I'll link it right here. We're restoring ground up, resto mod, pro touring stance, just full soup to nuts restore. It's gonna be the end of me by the time it's done, because I literally am gonna have no money left. Spending every penny in making this car the best it could possibly be. But let's talk about the 6th gen Camaro. It's been a little while, and I want to provide you an update, and I want to talk about some of the things that are happening, some of the things we have on hand. I think some of them I mentioned in previous videos like a long time ago, but I want to bring it current because things are going to start moving forward on Lethal Camaro, or my 2016 2SS. And if you're new to the channel, this is the Lethal Camaro. It's not me. People call me Lethal, but the whole idea is this was just called the Lethal Camaro, and it's a 16 SS that I've basically turned into a drag car because of people on this channel and Instagrams and just car enthusiasm. It's gone way further than I ever dreamed, but we have a car sitting here that's on the verge of 1,000 wheel horsepower, and hopefully it will journey into the 8-second range and the quarter mile. Currently, the best pass to date is 9.66, and we haven't really gotten to a quarter mile track to see what she can do since we rebuilt the motor and changed a few things on the car. Now, some of the things I want to highlight. The car is currently running on C16. It's an awesome fuel, makes really good power, and it makes the tips of your exhaust ghostly gray, as you can see. They're just gross. Yeah, you let the car idle for 10 minutes and it looks just like that, and it sucks because you guys know I love keeping my car clean, and it's not looking clean. And the cost of C16 is ridiculous. C16 is about $100 for 5 gallons. I could put my kids through college for how much it would cost if I'm going to drive the car around. And honestly, because I put the car on C16, it's made me not drive it. And that's really frustrating for me because that was never my intent. And then when I sat down and I realized how much fuel consumption there was and how much it was costing me, yeah, we need to get off of C16 fuel. If you guys don't know what C16 fuel is, it's leaded, basically 121 octane. I believe it's 121. I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong. So the idea is go back to E85. The problem is my upgraded fuel system that I upgraded twice was running out of fuel system because of E85, and what most people do on direct inject engines is they do methanol. So I'm giving up on my quest, because by how much money I've already spent on C16, I could have installed methanol twice and had the car probably making even more power on more boost, etc, etc. The other side of it is my car's not that fast anymore. There's people out there running a lot more boost, running a lot more faster times. They have been always. I mean, I've never claimed my car was the fastest 6th gen out there, and it will never will be. But we got to get her faster. We got to get her running better. Not that she's running bad, but we need to make use of everything we've done. Built motor, Whipple supercharger, better pulleys, get all the stuff. So what did I do? Oh, my meth kit's hiding over here. It's buried under my brakes currently, but this box right here from Priority Mail USPS is my methanol kit. I decided to go with a fender install setup, so it's actually going to go into the passenger side fender. We're going to use the windshield washer bottle as the methanol hold. I don't know how I feel about that. A lot of people put them in the trunk and they put a much bigger container to hold methanol. The downside of methanol is you you don't want to run out. You never want to run out. You always have to check it. For me, I don't think it will be a problem because anytime I come in the garage or jump in the car, I'll just check it. I'll have methanol on hand, top it off, be good to go. But it is one of those things that if you have a car tuned for methanol and you go drive it without methanol and you get on it, you can say goodbye to your motor. Again, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not necessarily worried about that because I'm pretty crazy about my car. I'm checking fluids all the time. So that being stated, we're also going to push the Whipple to its max. Now, we're already running a 325 pulley, which has it spinning about 20,000, 21,000 RPM with the 8.1 lower. Correct my math if I'm wrong, but every 0.185 jump from that is basically another pound of boost. So we're gonna play with it. We're gonna put the methanol on the car. We're gonna do some testing, do some data runs, and find out what kind of pulley can we actually run. So we have a 275, a 2875, a 3.0, and then this was the original one that came with the car. It's a 3.5. So we're gonna go through and see what we can do. We're already beyond what Whipple says is the max spin rate, but come on, we all know that it can spin a lot harder than 18,000 RPM, and a lot of people have. The limiting returns is really gonna be in the 23,000 RPM range, maybe a little less, I don't know. We'll find out. We're gonna go down that path, and if we grenade it, well, we can just get another blower, because that's just what's gonna happen. So if you guys haven't been keeping up on the videos, obviously we added the Anderson composite carbon fiber hood. I still have the hood pins. I promise the hood pin video is gonna happen. It's so hard to drill a hole in this beautiful carbon fiber hood, and I have to do it before we run quarter miles because Anderson's worried we will rip the hood off driving, you know, trapping in the 150 mile an hour range. So we're gonna put holes in it. We have to put the hood pins in. It's gonna happen, I promise. Now, as far as the rest of the body goes, a little bit of an update. Carbon add-ons, none of them have fallen off. I haven't had any issues. They're not even loose. All the door handles are there, the antenna cover, the Anvil auto spoiler still looking great, doing good, and yeah, everything else is pretty straightforward and done. And she's a race car because I left the numbers on there. No, it doesn't work like that. So I do have a video coming on how to install a kill switch for those of you out there who want to do that or are racing and need to get ANHR legal. But it's something I need to edit the video. I need to get it together, I need to get it out there, and yeah, and I apologize. It's, again, 6th gen content did hit the curb, and so we're picking it back up. We're gonna start getting it going again and have a good time. So the COVID stuff has obviously put a big damper on things. We haven't been able to go racing. The plan is to go racing as soon as they allow us. I think some of the tracks around us are starting to open up already, but we're gonna play it safe. We're gonna wait until there's never gonna be an all clear. Like, COVID-19 is with us forever. It's gonna be something that lingers forever. So I don't know how society is gonna rebound from this. I don't, without freaking out. Like, everyone's just still freaking out, and the other half of people just want to get back to normal. I'm one of those people that want to get back to normal, but I have my wife and my son Ryan are immune system compromised, so I need to take extra efforts to keep my family safe. As you guys know, Ryan has a blood disorder. My wife had the same blood disorder. They both don't have a spleen, so if they get some sort of sickness, their body can't fight it off as quick as other people. They would instantly have to go to the hospital, probably instantly have to go on respirators because they would decline rapidly. So yeah, we want to prevent that from ever happening. But hey, Ryan, you want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
You getting a drink? As you guys could tell, Ryan's doing really good since his surgery in January last year. So we're beyond a year and a half at this point. No, it's April. Over a year, but he's doing good.
Mom.
But that's where we're at. So we got to get the methanol kit installed. We're going to do testing at the track, probably 8th mile, because that's the easiest track to get to, and start doing the pulley testing. The biggest problem is we're just not getting to the top speeds, but we are getting wide open throttle, and we're seeing what the car needs and wants and is demanding. So that's all great. As far as doing it on the street, it's just not safe in this car. It's insane. I mean, we're only running like 15 pounds of boost. We're gonna push it up to 18, 19, potentially 20. We'll see if it allows us. I mean, we may grenade this Whipple and it will just be the end of everything. It may be the end of my 6th gen, I don't know, but we're gonna push it because we want a car with the Whipple and push it to the limits and secure that record that means absolutely nothing. I wanna have the fastest 6th gen Camaro with the Whipple, period. So that's my goal. We'll see if it actually happens. I have to drive it there. We have to get all the components jiving and working. And as many of you know, when you get into the 8-second pass range, things like to break, and they break off. And if you talk to anybody that's in that low 9, 8-second range, they've had issues, they've had problems, they've had to rebuild, they've had to fix, they've had to reinforce. It's one of those things. And I don't have the largest piggy bank to just keep that up like some of the other guys out there, and I'm just admitting that freely because, you know, as much as the YouTube channel and you guys pushing me and the events and all that stuff have gotten us to where we're at, there is a limitation. YouTube doesn't pay as much money as they used to, and not like I made a lot of money from YouTube anyways. And yeah, it's just, you know, and all my extra funds right now are just going into the 71, and I can divert some of those funds, but we got to get the 71 to paint, get that done, so the rest of it can then take some time. The bodywork's a big thing. I had some free time with the guys up there, so they were like, we can get it done. That's what we're doing, and we got it there, and now we just got to finish it. So still a handful of weeks away from that being done, maybe longer, we'll see, but that's where we're at. Either or, I just want to say thank you to all of you for checking out the channel, being a part of the channel, following on Instagram, commenting, encouraging, checking out the 2nd gen content. Even though you may not be a fan yet, I'm gonna make you one. Thank you. So that's where we're at, that's where everything's going, and that's all I got for today. So stay tuned for all videos around the methanol install, around the pulley kits, around some of the other things that we have going on. I have some rock guards I want to review from ACS Composite, but I don't think I can review them on my car, so I'm going to need a 6th gen Camaro that's local to Temecula, California, that has stock body, nothing on it. So if you have a stock body Camaro, you're near California, in Temecula, California, you want to come over and let me do an install video on your car. They're the gloss black version, front and rear. Would love to do that install to show you guys what that product's all about. I also have some stuff from JDP Motorsports. As you guys know, I did the MSD wires, spark plug wires. God, brain's not working. Well, I don't think the MSD wires are what they used to be. So I reached out to JDP, they hooked me up with a set of their spark plug wires, and I am gonna do a video around those. Because if you remember, we put the MSDs on, we went to the track and had nothing but problems with misfires. And Mike at Red Barn's like, I don't think it's the spark plug wires, I think it's the spark plugs that you got, but I don't know, I don't trust it. So we're gonna do just a full swap, new spark plugs, new wires, and see how that all runs. And if we still have issues, then we know it's a bigger problem, but I have a pretty good feeling JDP stuff will solve that problem. And then obviously the hood pins, and I have some other stuff coming as well. So either or, stay tuned for all of that. Thanks for watching, and until next time, guys, hope to see you on the road.